So you know when it's winter and it snows outside and everything looks really, really bright on your face? I want to do that kind of cold girl makeup, like a really bright under eye, really rosy cheeks, and just like I want it to kind of look wet with my highlighter. So we're gonna try that. Excuse my voice, I am still sick. I honestly think I'm gonna get the best application if I shave all the peach fuzz off my face. I am well overdue anyway. This is going to be a longer video because it is going to go up on my YouTube because I'm transitioning to using YouTube more. I'm a certified yapper and I need to let my freak flag fly, girl. I need the space to roam. I'm like a gazelle. Now that my face is bald, we're going to use the Huda Beauty Easy Blur Primer. We're also going to use the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. You know that I don't really like primers. However, these are the only two that I actually use and I actually think do anything to my face. I did also use this Kiehl's Creamy Eye Treatment with avocado, mainly because it's like really hydrating. I put some on the back of my hand. You can see how moisturized my hand looks. I've been sick. Everything is dry. So hopefully this doesn't make me break out, girl, because it's too late already. So I'm starting with the Tower 28 Tinted SPF. This has serious coverage and it is my perfect shade. It is my current favorite face product, like for my base. It looks like this, like, come on now. So I've been applying it with the back of my hand. I know other beauty content creators have been talking about putting your foundation on the back of your hand and smearing it on with your finger forever, and I didn't want to do it because I have texture issues and I don't really like the way this feels, but I do like the way that my face looks when I'm done, so we suck it up, buttercup. I'm gonna pat it in with this Christelle Lee Cosmetics K21 brush. It's a pretty dense angled brush. It's really soft but firm, so I feel like I have a lot of control, and you see how much better the application looks when you just spread it on your skin with your finger versus plopping it in your brush. It just gets lost in your bristles. You really don't want to do that. Like, I really love this product. It's not super heavy feeling and it's SPF, so it's protecting your skin obviously, but look at that fucking match. Love the sheen that this gives too. So we're gonna go in with my Makeup by Mario Surreal Skin Awakening Concealer. This is the placement that I always do under the eyes, down the bridge of my nose, a little bit on my forehead, here and here, and then my cheekbones. Sometimes I do my smile lines. It really just depends on how I'm feeling, but I put it on and I let it sit for about a minute. I'm taking my e.l.f. sponge, and I use e.l.f. sponges almost exclusively. I love the firmness yet softness of these, and I feel like they don't pick up a whole lot of my product. And for my skin shade concealer, I use a sponge, not all the time, but I do really like it just for general application. And then for my lighter, I'll use a brush. Now that that's done, I'm gonna do two things. I'm going to contour and do my blush at the same time before I put on my brightening concealer or any powder. This is the contour block from Scrandy Beauty, and I really like it because, duh, like, it's super precise. I don't have to really fight with this, and I don't really need to contour my nose. I just do it for funsies, but when you make it this fucking easy, I'm gonna use it. And I'm gonna use it on my forehead, and I'm gonna use it above the hollows of my cheeks, because when you blend, you're gonna blend downward into the hollows of your cheeks. If you start here, you're gonna blend lower than you really want to. And then I'm gonna get under here to get my double chin. I just do a line down there. I'm gonna take my Rare Beauty angled brush, and I just start to blend kind of backwards into my hairline. Like, I know you see it. I mean, look at that. That is so fucking cool to me. I'm doing a pink look today, so I want my blush to match. So I'm gonna use this Holly Boone Glossy Skin Blush Tint in shade 6. She's a very bright pink. This is probably too much. I'm gonna start up here. Yeah, you don't need a lot of this at fucking all. I wipe the excess off so I don't make a mess, but is that not so fucking pretty? And you can build it up. I would rather build it up than have to fix it. So I'm going up the side and then down onto the apples of my cheeks. Oh, so good. Because we're doing like a cold girl, I do want it over the bridge of my nose as well. Now for my brightening concealer, I'm going with the Makeup by Mario shade 460, not quite in the inner corner, and then right down the center of my nose. And because I want this to be a pink under eye, I'm gonna take the Huda Blush Tint and put that in the center, and we're gonna fucking pray that I don't ruin this girl, because I've never done it before, but I feel like this is a good idea. Okay, so this is what it looks like blended out. So I'm using this Crystal K12 brush, and it did look pretty good, so I'm just happy I didn't like ruin it. Do I wish there was more pink? Yes, but I think the powders are gonna have to like remediate that. Speaking of, we're starting with the Huda Beauty Easy Bake in shade Cherry Blossom, and I'm going to pat it on to bake as evenly as I can, because I'm going to spray it down without wiping it off. I don't know where my pressed powder is, so I'm gonna have to use my loose cinnamon bun powder, and I like to just make it as smooth as possible before I spray down. And I'm gonna spray my face pretty liberally with this Milk Matte Setting Spray. All over. And then you want it to set completely before you make any adjustments to it. So it's all melted together. It is very bright under my eyes, which is okay. I did want it bright, but I'm gonna tone it down just a little bit, which is a little bit more blush, because I also don't mind my cheeks being glistening. Now for eyes, I want to do a holiday Christmassy look that doesn't use red or green right off the bat, and Margaret suggested I use pink, but we're gonna circumvent that. We're gonna use pink, but we're also gonna use brown because I said so. So we're gonna do teddy bear-esque with like lots of glitter and methinks snowflakes. And we're gonna start with my bronzing palette from Juvia's Place because I want warm browns on my eye. This is gonna serve as our main shape and our transition shade. And I'm gonna take a deeper brown in here as well. In the Robert Welsh X Blend Bunny palette, we're gonna take the shade Ouija and stamp it right in the center of this warm brown, just to give it a little bit of dimension. Now for the pink, we're gonna use a soft cut crease technique. So I'm not really cutting it, I'm kind of just smearing it into the hollow of my eye with this P. Louise Winter Rose base. I also put it right up underneath my brow. So hot. Before I put any glitter down, I want to set, because my eyes have creases, with eyeshadow. So I'm using the Ellis and Blend Bunny palette in the shade Sensory. I love it when it comes together. Now for the shiny, we're gonna use 2 pressed shimmers and 1 loose glitter. Starting with the Blend Bunny Machina palette, I'm gonna use the shade Conduct. Oh, so pretty. On my highlighter palette, we're gonna use the shade You Fucking Doorknob right on top. And I like to apply all shimmers, highlighters, you name it, with a finger. Lastly, we're gonna use this loose glitter from Beats by Deb Cosmetics called Blushin'. Tap it all over the lid. Now it's time for zest. So I'm going to draw on what looks like a heart with my Lens X Blend Bunny X Glisten palette. This is the shade Don't Think Just Do, and bitch, follow instructions. Now with the shade Strut, you're gonna draw your lines to make little candy canes, and if they look like shit like mine do, because my hand is not steady today, we're gonna add other shit around here. It's not even gonna matter, girl. Lashes today are gonna be from P. Louise. We're gonna use the style End Goal, which are these little half lashes right here. I think it gives just enough flare without covering the entire look. What do we think? Now for lips, I'm gonna try a cherry pink lip. And if I don't like it, we're going nude, bitch. We're starting with this lip pencil from ColourPop in the shade Joyride. We're gonna fill it in with this from P. Louise. It's called High Thrive. She's a mauvey pink. We're gonna use this About Face Wicked Apple lip butter on the outer edge of my lip. Be very careful, she's slick. In the center, we're gonna use this Revolution Beauty Wild lip gloss. And then this ABH Pinky Glitter Gloss on top. Last but not least, we're going to do highlighter And we're gonna use my collab with Blend Bunny. This is my Simply Put highlighter palette. And we're gonna use not only You Fucking Doorknob, which is the pinky one, we're gonna use Skin of a Killer, which is like a white with like a slight blue undertone. So we're starting with You Fucking Doorknob. I have it on a brush and I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna tap right up close to my eye. That's where I want my placement for this today. Just so ethereal. And then for extra shine, we're gonna use Skin of a Killer right on top, and we're just gonna very lightly sprinkle it in there. Oh, it looks so beautiful like this, but under low light is gonna blow your fucking mind. I formulated this to work for every skin tone and to not leave a cast. No casket sharp over here, baby. Let me put on something cuter and I'll be right back. This is the final look. Ugh. I honestly come up with my best work when I am sick or mentally ill. I should talk to somebody about that. This is how she turned out, and I am honestly in love with it. I am working on falling in love with pink more and more every day, and this is helping in a very real way. So Christmas and holiday looks have officially begun, girls. What do we think? Let me know in the comments and let me know what kind of holiday looks you want to see me create, and I will see you in the next video. Love you, bye.